Well, once again, this is April 28th, 2013. I thought I'd just take a video of all my breeding pairs. These first several pair of Rick Mee birds. And as you can see, the card numbers are on the cages. They're on their second round now. And I think we have about 35 Rick Mees banded and pretty close to 20 of Richard Millers. So we're looking to have some fun with these two families this year. A little dark on these bottom ones. Because I didn't have enough pure Rick Mees, I crossed some of the cockbirds. Since I had a lot more cockbirds, I crossed some of the cockbirds on some hens of a friend of mine named Bill Merkley, who's had some very nice rollers over the years. So I'm thinking this should be a nice cross. That's what that, on these cards you'll see BM, that's Bill Merkley, and the RM is Rick Mee, and the S's that I got them from Sam Saeva. So the RMS's are birds that Sam raised that are Rick Mees. And then you may notice well, here's a Richard Miller pair here. You may notice on some of the cards it says 181. This is a Richard Miller pair too that I haven't completed the card yet. But that 181 on some of these cards, that refers to a Turner family that I got a few years back. And they're South Carolina birds from Joe Bob Stuka and Clay Hoyle. This is a pair of parlor rollers we picked up at Lancaster this year. It's the only breeding pair that I have. And they're both young birds from last year, so we're going to have to foster their babies out because they're not doing too well raising them. And this is, as you can see, that would be a Rick Mee cock. Or no, I'm sorry, that's a Richard Miller cock with just RM. And the BM is a Bill Merkley hen. So there's the Richard Miller cock and the Bill Merkley hen. And then the rest of these are all Richard Millers. And I'm really looking forward to flying these guys. So another round or two, we should have a mess of young birds to fly. Ought to be fun. And again, all these are Richard Miller. Beautiful birds. Got a couple just hatching. And once again, this was a late pair. I didn't put a card on that one yet. And these are the most recent ones I got from Richard. Nice pair of reds. So I have about 12 of his outside in a kit from the first round. I didn't have these birds that you're looking at right now. I didn't have these for the first round. But we should be able to have a nice kit after these guys are weaned. Very nice. Coming down to the last couple pair. Some beautiful birds. Here's the last pair. Gotta love these iPhones. They make everything so much easier. So that's all of my breeding pairs for 2013. Here's a little shot of the, I get back into here of the breeding room. That's kind of what that looks like. I just step into my feed room. So most of those in the rabbit cages are Rick Mee's, and all of them in these cages are Richard Miller. And there's two. Just real quick, I cut off that last video. Here's the last stand of breeding pens of Richard Miller's. And this is a 12 by 16 foot room that's insulated, and fortunately we have a gas well that we own, so we can keep it nice and warm in here, which helps get an early start. So that's it.